Okay, so I thought I'd make a video showing some of the recent things that have been going on with the stores and some of what I've been doing. So to get right into it, this video is about the remodel I've been going through. So I'm gonna show you some before and after footage of what the store looked like before the remodel and then what it looks like now. And I'm gonna run through some of the numbers of what it costs to remodel the store. These numbers, when you hear them, just remember this was factored into my purchase price of this store already. So these are already figures I had kind of knew were coming, right? I just bundled those in with the purchase price, which if you saw my older video, you've seen that. So grand total purchase price of the store was like after this, less than 120,000, just slightly under. The total price for remodeling, and this is going to be for the total items, right? My floor tile, wallpaper, the new tables, chairs, design, art, all these kind of little things. Total price for all the odds and ends. And keep in mind, this remodel just entails the front of the store and bathrooms. It does not include behind the sandwich line or in the back room where the employees work. It does include the glass, the sandwich units, and some of the stuff there though. That total price came out to $41,723 and change. Of that $41,700, $7,736 of that was for the new oven. These prices do include shipping and tax as well. So I guess if you want to say before the new oven, remodel items, because the oven's kind of like not really required for most remodels, just so happened that my store needed a new oven. Current one that was there was no longer approved, so I threw that into the remodel. So before the oven price, items would have came out to $33,986 and change. Really not that bad for your purchase price of your items, especially if you already have your other equipment in good order. And this was with consolidated shipping, which cost me like another $800, just so everything would get delivered at once. But man, I have had some headaches along this process, I'll say that. So Subway right now, they have like our ingredients, your masterpiece. And it's like these letter tiles that go on the wall, part of the design. I'm at the tail end of the current remodel style, so they were discontinuing producing those items and they're deplenishing the inventory. Mine didn't get shipped, so I'm having to go through a process of getting like refunded for those, and then I'm getting something called a sub map. It's like wall art, spells out Subway. I haven't even seen it yet. I just kind of know what it is, so I'll kind of show that to y'all whenever maybe it comes. But so I'm having to go through some, because the way this works is like there's a ton of different companies that handle like individual pieces of the remodel, right? Certain people make the wallpaper, some people produce the tile. It's not like all one company does this for like just Subway. So it's like companies from all over make different things. You ship it to a consolidator, they ship it to you. Subway doesn't help you find the people for the remodel or do the remodel, but they definitely send in the inspector afterwards to make sure you did it right. So like I said, the total of, if you include the oven, was $41,700 and change. The guys that I used to do the remodel, I found some guys out of Mississippi that have experience remodeling like hundreds of other Subways. So I went with them, especially this being my first store. I'm the type of person that I'm not a mechanic, so I don't fix my own car, right? I'm not a doctor. I don't give doctor advice, whatever, medical advice. You get what I'm saying. So like I stick to what I'm good at. If I'm not good at it, I hire somebody that is to do that job. So that's what I did with this remodel. Now, if you're in a different position to where you own a Subway, maybe you have history in the past of tiling floors or whatever, you just are really somebody that can go in there and figure it out and do it yourself, you can save a lot of money. Because these guys, I paid them $25,000. I have not fully paid them yet. I still owe them like another $7,000 to wrap up this remodel. We still got to tile bathrooms. We got some little odd and end things to do, some corner guards. And like I said, we found several things that were missing from my shipment. So I'm having to, get those refunded, get new things shipped to me. So we're just kind of waiting on some of that stuff. Oh, and you know what? I didn't even think of it, but I did have to pay about an extra $1,000 to rewire for my oven. It required some special direct wiring that the previous owner tried to do himself with the old oven, and he had like in the floating ceiling had some exposed wiring and stuff that's like very dangerous. So I'm glad that got fixed. I paid some electricians to do it the right way. Add another grand to that. So I guess that takes the grand total to about 60, after I add that grand I just talked about, $67,723 and change. That was the grand total remodel price. And you got to factor in a few other things whenever you remodel a store, because that's not really your total cost, right? Because you also have to close the store some days, and that costs you money. We were closed 6 days, 6 full days, a little longer than I expected. And a lot of that was the tile work, the floor, some other odd end things. Can't really have people walking on the floor after it gets put in. So if you account for those, or those numbers, that's another, based on what we average, another $6,000 or more. $6,000 there, and then to say $1,000 in miscellaneous costs, that's going to be like little odd and end purchases and things I had to buy. So the grand total comes out to $73,723 and change, and that's it. So that's like the grand total: items, labor, days lost from just not being open, miscellaneous, $1,000 miscellaneous here and there, little things. So that's what what you're looking at. Remodels are required right now my contract is every 7 years. It's not that bad. You stick back about $10,000 a year, you'll be fine. Budget these out weekly, so it's really not that bad. Necessary evil. It's good for business. Just keep your look updated. Don't let it age out. You know, a lot of owners get mad at this. A lot of the people try to DIY a lot of these remodels, and I've heard some horror stories. My guy that I'm using was telling me he had one Subway guy's an Indian owner that tried to remodel himself. He did it. He had all the right items. He just didn't do the labor right. So like the wallpaper was misaligned, things pointing the wrong direction. That attention to detail you need when you do these remodels was not there. When his inspection came through, they declined him and said he had to fix all these things. My guy that got hired by him, and he had to go through, like, tear it all down and redo all the work. So that's just gonna cost that guy way more. I decided to hire a professional, right? Y'all have probably seen the current style of the store that I've shown you. I'm sure you've seen this in many other Subways, but they are now changing this style to something totally new. I'll try to throw in like an image here to show what they're kind of looking to go to next. That's it. It's a little expensive, but it's a necessary evil. It's an investment in your business. Personally, I really like the current look way better. I didn't at first. I originally liked the older style better, but this one's much brighter. Everything's very well lit up, and just when I'm in the store, it feels a lot better. So thanks for watching. Until the next one.